Welcome friends to another episode of 7 Days to Die, modded with Darkness Falls. Last episode we left off screaming a bunch of farmers. We'll just pretend that never happened. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of loot and we're waiting for the heat map to actually lower, but curiosity is absolutely killing me here. We're gonna head back to the Horde base and check it out. I know there is a heck of a lot of damage over there. There we go, get the gun loaded, get everything going. Now, we're respawning back into the game, or reloaded the game, so I don't think there's going to be any zombies over here. But we may get a screamer coming in to take a look, because it takes a little while for the map to dissipate, right? So it'll still call in a few screamers even after you've shut everything off, so that's a real thing as well. But yeah, if we look on these sides here, the damage isn't too bad. We did have demo zombie or two go off right in front over here. Ah, yes, there is the damage right there. They managed to blow a hole right through the damn stainless steel. So we're gonna have to fix that up. But I mean, overall, for how many explosions we had, it wasn't too bad. Wow, right down to the concrete over here too. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, it looks like one exploded right there, and then probably another one. Actually, maybe another one down here. That's absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna have to beef up on. But we do have a bunch of loot here to check out, and my inventory is quite full. So what I'm gonna do then is take one of these empty boxes, plop all that in there. Oh my god, look at that. We have so much stuff on us. We will use 2 empty boxes then. And there we are. And go around and collect all of this loot. Well, I went around all 4 sides. So this side looks pretty bad here. We got some damage directly to the front. But this side here, if we drop down in, boom, there we go. I'm invincible. Look at this. Looks like we had a few explosions down here. There's a lot of damage right here. A lot of damage in this area. I think that's, oh yeah, that's when that one demo zombie fell while it was exploding. But honestly, I much rather them come down here and do the damage down here than do the damage up there. Ooh, those blocks themselves actually look pretty damn toasty here. Let's go and switch out our stuff. We actually didn't get that much loot. There weren't too many bags because, of course, it wasn't a horde night, so we didn't get quite that loot. But we got a whole bunch of trader fodder here and some more key stuff. So just looking at my stash here, we're actually getting really low on forged titanium. I only have 400 left, so we're definitely gonna have to make a titanium run here before Horde Night 100%. So yeah, like even on this side, that titanium block actually took a fair amount of damage. Look at that steel block right there. If this is what Horde Nights are gonna be like, guys, it's gonna get real intense. I can't wait to see how they turn out. If it turns out it's too extreme with 4 sides, of course, I can always take a bridge out and they'll stop using that side, so it'll be a lot safer. Over on this side is where I wanted to see the damage. Yeah, it's not that bad, actually. It looks like this took some damage, probably from explosions, I'm assuming. Alright, well, I'm going to spend a while then fixing up, replacing, and making sure this place is good to go again. Alright, so I've done a lot of repairing here. I've also upgraded a little bit of this bridge. I'm going to go ahead and finish across this way, making it all titanium. We still have a little bit of titanium left here, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and head out for more here very shortly. I don't know if it's going to be this episode or next. We'll see how things go, but first things first is I need to get this repaired, and we need to head back to my underground base to make sure that we got tons and tons of ammo going. I gotta get some more steel ammo going. I gotta get some more coil ammo going for our regular weapons. I do have regular ammo, tons and tons of that, so we don't need any of that. But yeah, I have to get on top of prep for Horde Night 2. Now, considering that those were screamer hordes, I'm sure we're gonna see some interesting stuff on this horde coming up. So I gotta be super careful on that one. Alright guys, so I'm pretty satisfied over here with all the repairs and stuff, so I'm gonna drop off all my building stuff into this box over here, and I'll see you guys down in my base. So, we need steel ammo, and we also are gonna need, for Horde Night, we got a lot, but I would like to make some more 7.62 millimeter coil rounds. So those would be a really good thing to have. And I believe I'm also out of or left behind my coil pistol rounds too, but we'll ignore those for now. They're not so important. Let's take a look here at our ammo chest and see what we have for supplies. So we have some more of these. We'll have to bring these back over to the horde base as well. We have some coil rounds kicking around in there too. Oh, there we go. There's some magnum coil rounds. That solves our problem right there. So it looks like we have a bunch of bullet tips. We have bullet casings. What we don't have is bullet powders. So, or gunpowder, bullet powder. It doesn't make any sense. So I guess we had some going in these machines, which is a good thing. I don't think that'll make us too much. So we'll definitely have to get more gunpowder going. This here has 20 minutes in it, so we're gonna get this one going right away. I like to place them in one by one just because it's a giant pain in the butt. There we go, 24 minutes, more than good enough. Let's go ahead, take a look. Coal, and okay, so we're getting a little bit low on the coal, and we have a little bit of nitrate. We're gonna have to make a trip for those soon too. Not too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and see how much more gunpowder we can make here. Okay, so that's not very much, but that'll help. So we need to get some coal, we need to get some nitrate, and we definitely need to get some more iron pretty soon, but those ones really aren't a big hauling. And we need to get ourselves some more titanium. 100%. I went way over on that one, but I don't care. These things can burn forever. It'll never attract a screamer being down this low. We are very down to bedrock, and it is very high up here. So there's a 64 block radius, I believe, around the screamer. So I think it's 32 blocks deep and 32 blocks up that they can see you from. So since we're down here this far, they won't be able to do anything about it. And I honestly don't even think they spawn in. So that's a pretty cool fact. All right, let's go ahead and make up some more ammo here. And I'm going to head out, and we need to get some coal and some nitrate. And we are here. Looks like we have a few friends kicking around here, but nothing this laser baton won't take care of. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, bear. So last time we were here, oh, that's right. It collapsed on us. So we had a little bit of a collapse going. That's okay, though. Makes everything much, much easier to see. We got to get rid of that bear. I really don't want that thing dropping in on me last second here and being a surprise. So let's go ahead and get him over here. There we go. Might be a few friends kicking around too, so this will definitely attract them. All right, well, whatever. I don't think anything interesting is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead, take these guys out, and get some coal dug up. Okay, got a little carried away here. It is almost 11 a.m. in game time. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half stacks of coal. So I think we're good here. I made myself a nice little pit. As you can see, I went a little further back too. So yeah, this pit's huge. These nodes though are absolutely gigantic. Now, just a note, if you're wondering why I'm not using my auger, guys, watch my last episode. Yeah, it was pretty damn crazy. Screamer hordes are nuts, and if I'm using my auger down here, 100% gonna end up with the screamer horde. And yeah, you just spend all your time fighting screamers instead of farming, right? Never really too good of a thing. So next stop here is right up here to get ourselves some nitrate. Oh no, guys, what have I done? For some reason, I have a 0 gasoline in my vehicle here. Damn it. That's okay though. Hopefully there's a couple of cars nearby we can scrap down and get some for ourselves. Oh, there's a hotel over there. There's definitely got to be one up in there. Oh yeah, there's a garage over here. Does this have a car in it? It's really tiny. Nope, no car. Okay, whatever. I'll find a couple. Now, I believe this is the garage that actually, the hotel that we kept getting the T5 retrieve quest for. And let's crack it open here. There we go. Oh yeah, look at all the cars down in here. Now, I might have to kill a few zombies, but whatever. We'll get the cars. This is going to be absolute madness. One more hit, and we are through. Now, I could have crouched through there, but I was going to be like, it's a lot smoother to go this way. It is not smoother, apparently. Well, that woke up the house. Okay, we have another dog coming in. Oh, whoa! There's a few dogs down here. It is the, apparently a dog hotel. Oh, there's a block right there. Oh my god, I'm doing this the hard way. There we go, through the one space. Screw it, we should be fine, I think. Okay, let's go right over here. There's a couple dogs that woke up, but it looks like not too much going on down here. Okay, let's get these cars scrapped. I'm gonna grab a few of these, actually. Cars are just extremely valuable. Sounds like we have a few friends over this way. And down, girl. There we go. Boom! I love that electricity effect. It looks so cool. It's one of my favorite things, I think. I believe it was Alpha 16 they added that. It was one of my favorite things they added. It's just so cool looking. What the heck? Oh, she must have fell in from above. That's what's going on. So weird looking. Okay. Whew. Sounds like there's actually a few zombies around here. Yeah, we got a few more going on in here. So you know what? Let's pick off a roof for you. Boom. That one's down. What is going on here? In case we got a zombie over here. Oh, got a radiated over there with no head. And oh, spoke a little too soon. I thought we were going to be safe. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, look at all the cars down here. Wow, okay, so we took out all those vehicles and we got a ton of supplies and a good amount of gas too, so not so bad. 3 engines. We have lots of engines and batteries. I don't think we'll ever actually end up using them all. So for some reason, I thought laser turrets were a thing in this game, or in this mod, and apparently they aren't. I can't find any sort of laser turrets. If you guys can help me find or figure that one out. Now, this, like I said, this is Alpha 19.2. The version of the mod is 3.2a. I can't upgrade it, unfortunately. It breaks the save. So you have to keep that in mind. If it's in the newer version, unfortunately, it's not in this version. But for some reason, I thought they were a real thing, and I was real excited about them. I went to search for them at the beginning of the last episode, and I was quite disappointed by that. Dang. Oh, guys, check this out. So I came over here looking for my mine, and I found this old treasure map here. Now, it actually let me re-loot the buried supplies. Look at that. We just got a whole bunch of stuff out of there. Yeah, like that's crazy. Okay, so that was re-lootable. Pretty damn cool stuff. I didn't know those buried supplies actually respawn like that. That's pretty neat. Okay, I gotta go find the nitrate. I think it's actually over just right over this crest over here. Yeah, here we go. I do believe I have found it. Yeah, it's not very large, this one over here, but I think I deleted my other one. So, of course, I do have some frames on me. Nice. And apparently my 4x4 truck wants to go and park itself in the hole, too. I forgot to put the parking brake on. There we go. We'll actually mark this hole to make it a little easier to find. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to get this all nice and hollowed out, and I think it's story time. You guys really seem to enjoy story time, and this is a perfect episode for that because there's not too much going on, just a whole bunch of Horde Night prep, getting some gunpowder and stuff together. So I thought, why not? We'll throw a story down, and I'll ask you guys for some feedback on your end too, which I think is always fun. Reading those comments was an absolute blast. It was pretty damn crazy. Okay, so anyway, guys, my last place I had, I would dry wood, right? And I had someone that was asking me, he's like, you know, I know this guy, he needs to have a couple slabs dried. He wants to make like a table for his daughter's wedding or something or other, right? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess so. And like, I can throw them in, right? So the guy comes and anyway, I get a hold of the guy. We both got our numbers, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that for you, blah, blah, blah. You know, can you swing by on this day at this time, and we can get you set up, right? And not even kidding you, and I give my address, and then not even kidding you, that same day, I was outside in the backyard just taking a quick break from working, And Buddy shows up at my house, and he's at the back, and I hear someone say hello. I'm like, what the hell? So I go look, and he's this guy. He's like, oh, I just happened to be driving by with these in my bag trunk. He had a car, and they're like poking way out, right? And he's like, oh, I just thought if I saw you, and I thought I'd swing by and drop them off, right? So I wasn't impressed first. I was like, yeah, okay, but next guy in time, can you respect the fact that you have to give me a call? I was like, whatever, I'll do it for you, right? And anyway, guy gave me like $40, and I thought it was a fair deal. It takes 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's a very slow process. It's not like I had like some sort of industrial kiln or anything. So I dried the stuff for this guy, right? And about 4 weeks in, I messaged him back, and I'm like, the drying's going, it's going well. It's gonna take a little while longer. Just want to give you a heads up. It's down to, but I think I had it about 16% at that time. And I said they're looking pretty damn good. It was Russian oak too, and it's a wood that's really, from what I read, it's my first time experiencing it. It's not a very easy wood to deal with because it twists and warp a lot when it dries. So I was very careful with it. And anyway, about 4 weeks in, this guy calls me up, right? And messaging me back after telling him that a few days later, and he's like, I'd like to come pick up those boards. I went and I bought a whole bunch of stuff to flatten them. Anyway, a router flattening system, right? And at this point, I had already casually agreed to tell the guy, I was like, look, if I'm drying your boards too, and you can't get them flattened, I'll do the flattening for you too, but it's going to cost you a bit of money because I don't have the hardware, and I'd have to get all set up for that stuff, so you're going to have to pay for some of the setup and my labor, right? So it's about a couple $100 for flattening two very long, very wide slabs, which I thought was a very good deal for my time. And he agreed to that, but then a few weeks later, he sends me this random message, or like a couple days after that, and after he sends me the message, sorry, about like getting his own stuff, and he accidentally sent me a message to someone else who I guess he had an agreement with to flatten the slabs, right? So I was like, okay, well, whatever. I told him, I was like, these slabs aren't even dry, like you can't just come pick them up. And I said, I thought we had agreed on it was going to be me flattening the slabs for you, right? Like, just stick to the original plan or something, or don't be sneaky about it, or whatever, right? So anyway, the guy messaged me back. He's like, oh yeah, change of plans, something or other, just like some absolute bull crap, right? Like, so I'm like, fine, I'm flattening your slabs, but I require payment ahead of time. So I got his payment. And then I flattened his slabs, and he got them, right? Yeah, because like, your slabs are done, come pick them up. And he came and got them, and I gave him specific instructions because he was having, what I did was I flattened one side, and then he had to go take it. There's a company in town that has the big industrial planer, and I said, okay, so now you need to take it to the planer, and you need them to have them plane 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch off the one side, and then come back to this other side and do 1/8 of an inch and make sure that's nice and even, right? Because you got to take the same amount off both sides off slabs so that they don't warp and twist too much. Now I'm like, after you're done that, what you need to do is you need to bring it home and put a ton of weight on them. Like, flatten them out. Go get a whole bunch of bricks or something and let them sit there for a couple weeks in your warm garage and let them acclimate, right? So anyway, he took them home. He was happy. A few months later, I messaged him back. I'm like, you're killing me, buddy. Like, I'd love to see the table, what have you got going on? And then the guy just absolutely flips out on me. He says, like, it started going off, like, the wood's, all warped and blah, 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 and you ripped me off, I want my money back, and I'm just like, excuse me? I was like, okay, well, we can get this resolved, wood moves. I told you that when you came to pick up the wood, that it might move, and you need to take these steps to do it. I was like, do you have pictures of it? Can I also, if you want, bring them by. The wood might have moved a little bit, and we can flatten that out again and get it good to go. And he kept demanding his money back, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I finally got to the point where it's like, dude, I'm not going to give your money back off you just saying that they went warped, right? Like, it could have been you, it could have been me. I can't determine that and I'm not just handing you $200. And then he just got absolutely rude and started talking down to me and stuff, and I just disconnected from him then, right? And I didn't do anymore. So after that, and there's even more to this, you gotta hang on. A few weeks later, this guy, okay, he messages me, and it's a picture of the slabs made into a giant table, right? And I'm like, okay. And then he messages me. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess as it turns out, they're not flat anymore, or they were flat, or the one was flat, and they were both clearly in the picture, right?" And I was like, I'm just assuming he sent me the wrong message again, and like ratted himself out the first time for agreeing to have someone else do it behind my back, but whatever. I didn't care about that at all. But anyway, so the guy messaged me a whole bunch of pictures. He was like, "Yeah, I guess it turned out well, blah blah blah." After that, he must have messaged me by accident. That's what I'm assuming. And instead of apologizing for being an asshole and calling me a whole bunch of names and demanding a whole bunch of money from me without like any proof or anything, he ends it with, "So since they're flat and they worked out, I guess I'm not upset anymore." I never messaged him back like with those pictures and stuff. I just left and I'm like, "You're a tool." But yeah, like this just unreal what some people can be like. Like just out of the blue, the guy just demands his money back and is like trying to scam me. Now, thankfully, I'm assertive enough not to fall for someone that's being demanding like that, to like rush to their demands, because I don't think I was being unrealistic by being like, "Bring the wood down, we'll see if we can resolve this." Not, "I'm gonna just hand you $200 on your word," when you won't even send me a picture. But as it turns out, even in the picture, he didn't even do the planing correctly, because I could see my marks from router planing it down. They were still on it. If he had planed it properly, it would have planed all of those off. So whatever. I mean, it is incredibly funny how some people can be. So pretty much after that, I wasn't really willing to do too much more of that stuff for people I didn't know, right? Just because it's very time consuming, takes forever. Like I have to go out and constantly monitor it. It's not like I just throw it in there and then come back 6 weeks later and it's good to go, right? Like it's quite a bit of work. So it's not something I really like doing. And it's something you do if you have like a giant industrial kiln, right? Not just wood drying. So anyway, what I wanted to ask you guys is I want some stories. I know a lot of you work in retail, a lot of you do different stuff, and you deal with people like this, you know. Let me know down your stories down in the comments. I love reading those because like this, every time I think back now to that guy, all I remember is I'm not upset anymore, and it makes me laugh. It's honestly kind of sad, right? Like I called the guy's bluff, of course, and then he's too dumb and sent me the wrong message again. And busted himself, which is really funny. Okay, anyway, that's the end of today's rant here, guys. I don't know. Like I said, I love reading the comments. Love to hear from you down below. How much of this nitrate do we have while I was telling you guys story time here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 stacks, and we had a couple around home. So I'm gonna grab just about a stack more of this, I think, and we'll head home, make some gunpowder. Okay, here we go. So back to the gravy here, pretty much. We can go ahead and make ourselves 6,000 in each. We should have more than enough to do that. Yes, look at that. And each one takes a whopping 100 minutes. Wow, let's narrow that down a little bit. The easiest way to do that, 130 minutes, 108 minutes. Perfect. Okay. Whoops, 6,000 in each. I love that night sound. So that means we have some 7.62 millimeter rounds going here. There we are. Make sure all these tables are empty. We are good to go. Barely any gunpowder over there, but we did have some gunpowder made for us when we got back. I foolishly put it in here for some reason, but we will grab that up, make some more steel ammo, and pretty much wait at this point. We got to come back once all the forges or all the chemistry stations have stacked up some more gunpowder for us. That stuff is actually very slow, so I think our best option is to head back over to the Horde base and do some more steel upgrading. We'll go ahead and bring the rest of our steel stash over there. We have so much, we can probably upgrade a lot of it to stainless steel. It is nighttime, so I absolutely do not want to head out close to the radiated biome to do some mining. Nighttime in the radiated biome is absolute madness. So I'm going to say first thing to upgrade fully to stainless steel would be this front-facing area right here, because it seems they get set off at the end over there and then fall down this way. So that to me would make the most sense. I'm going to go ahead and get them upgraded. Woo, okay, so I got all 3 of these done with stainless steel all the way down. Let's take a look at our inventory. So we got a little bit left here from our initial stack, but we still have a ton over there. So I think next best thing is to actually do these platforms here with the legs in the front, because these tend to get hit by fire quite often. Okay, well, we had some company while I was doing that, but I did upgrade both of these platforms and almost started on that one. Then I remembered, oh, damn. Hey, mister. There we go. Holy crap. All those bullets missed them. Anyway, we got to redo this one over here. I got to cut this out. These stairs got to get rearranged. This was our first design here, and then I decided this one was a much better and also more visually appealing design. So we're going to be sticking with this one here, and then we got to tear that one down. What I'll probably do to tear it down is take out these blocks right here around this and actually support this so we don't lose all of that titanium. Actually, we got to get rid of that because that is the old bridge style. We went with the wedge tips instead, so those worked much better. Alright guys, well this episode here was a little bit of a grind, I'm not going to lie, but like I said, it's the dirty stuff that you need to do to keep a long Let's Play going. And I play the game to play it long, not necessarily all the time to be 100% entertaining. So we got a few of these episodes, but if you do enjoy these episodes, guys, definitely let me know down in the comments. Feedback is much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Stay classy and always back up them game saves.
People say I'm gonna do my thing my way. No matter what you people do, I'm gonna do my thing much better than you. No matter what you say or do, oh boy, you're out of luck. It's gonna roll right off of me like water off the back of a duck.